What is happening? Jeez. I can't even start the vlog out right. I'm like, anyway, you guys remember how much I love scrapping in the shop? Because, okay, some of you have asked, what is scrapping? Okay, and I know I mention it all the time, but it's like a weekly thing for me. When I go to the shop, I take all of the ferrous metal off the aluminum because you get paid more for it. And it just makes sense. So when I come down here, sometimes I'm scrapping steel, which, you know, you have to have a lot of steel in order to get a good check. The reason why I originally started doing this was purely for the environment. But now I'm doing it because it's a good paycheck too. So anyway, it's a lot of work though, and it doesn't equate to an hourly wage, so don't even think about that. Yeah, I just passed a police officer, making sure that he's not like turning around, because it's not illegal to film yourself while you're driving, is it? So you guys were curious, and I made it sound like that Travis was moving like hella far away. He's moving to Seattle, and he's leaving officially the last day of this month. Seattle is not that far. It's like 45 minutes from Tacoma with decent traffic, but still, he's not, you know, like 10 minutes up the road. So he'll still appear, he'll still be around. He's just not going to be around as much as he was before. Maybe when Halloween gets here, because we're all broke and gas costs money, you know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Yeah. Alright, my hand's getting tired. I'm stopping now.
Hey guys, I'm just sitting here relaxing. Oh, it feels so good. Oh yeah, right there. Oh, I like it when you do that right there. Wow. Yeah, that feels good. Now yeah, go a little lower, down there. Now, a little lower on the belly. You're not listening to me. A little lower on the belly. Yeah. I'm going to leave if you don't, like, start doing it, like, lower. No, that's higher. Look at me. I'm telling you. Get off me. Get off me. Get your hand off me and bring it lower. Thank you. Thank you. See, that's it. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted right there. See, I told you. See? Get my leg going like that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. Oh, that's how I like it. Oh, I wish your missus could do it like this. Oh, that's pretty good. No, you're up higher again. My leg stopped. Okay, when my leg stops, see, look at these guys. They're looking at me, too. They're like, you don't know what you're doing. When the leg stops, that means I'm not happy anymore. Now, get down lower. See, get off me. Okay, you know, I'm done with you. I'm so done. I'm leaving now. Peace out. Yeah.
I hope that you liked the dog. That was when people were over. People who don't wish to be vlogged were over. And they were rubbing her belly, and I just thought that was like hella hilarious, so I stuck it in there, threw it in. Alright guys, so I've had people over tonight because really strange, weird situation. Anyway, look, the window in my door is fixed. Yay! And it's only been broken, I never really vlogged about it, but it's only been broken since like, November. So anyway, I have a question for you guys. Those who have used Monster Mud before, is this normal for it to crack like that? And if not, do I need to add more latex paint to it? Or maybe less? I don't know. Let me know, post in the comments. Maybe I put it on too thick, but I thought you were supposed to be able to put it on thick. Anyway, okay, so I've got the pipe attached to the Hugh Hefner Tombstone. I did that last night, post-vlog. And because of Travis, like, not being here anymore, he has given me full reign of his Tombstone, so I'm about ready to paint this one up. I'm pretty much done. I think I want to touch up the top a little bit. Let's see. So here lies humanity. May the capitalist machine never forget its greatest adversary. And this was kind of like the test piece. I mean, this is the one, because Travis did his before I did mine. So, you know, what, like 1800s? Raw tools? Or very little tools or whatever. And this is the back of it. I think I'm going to put, I'm not sure if it looks good right now. I want to put just probably a little bit more tea stain on it. Try and get those to drip down just a little bit more. Maybe even a spray bottle to control it just a little bit. I don't know yet. And here's how, I think I just showed it, but here's how this one turned out. So not bad, a little bit dark on the bottom, but outside, even outside in the light, or actually, okay, the dark with the street light, let me touch on that in a second. It still looks good. Okay, and these also looked much better before I brought them in. This one, the cross, and this one. And there wasn't much on here as far as like texture to do anything, so I just like, you know, did the whole tea staining thing on it so it darkened it up. And then on the top, I just took some of the paint and dabbed it on there, and, you know, dabbed some there. Took the brush at one point and just flicked it on and let it run down. If I can find it, which I'm not going to look probably, but I remember one person one time when I first started getting into haunting, so this is back in like 06, 07, I think. I looked online because I knew that lights were important, and lighting of the graveyard and everything, it sets the mood. It either looks good or it looks like crap, but it can usually always look better. And there's this one Hollywood lighting guy, and maybe one of you guys know what I'm talking about after I get done with this, that went through and totally described different kinds of lighting, different moods. He showed angles, you know, light from up here, over here, you know, he just went through like everything with lighting. And one thing that he mentioned is that street lights, he said that he had found that a lot of people would take the street light and knock them out so that they didn't work anymore. And he said, don't do that. The street lights are there obviously for the trick-or-treaters, for, you know, everybody's safety and stuff like that. So this street light right here, actually, and I know that it's hard to see, but down here in the graveyard, it gives that amber glow. Now, little known fact about that street light, those are meant to reduce fog also. So when the fog is in the graveyard, you can't really see it that much unless it's super concentrated, because that's basically a fog light. So that's one thing that I kind of have to toy with a little bit. But once you get into the yard on this side, not the street side but the house side, and you look back towards the street, you can see all the fog. I'm going to use that light obviously for some of the ambiance, and then I'm going to get some lights from Dark Light Design. I believe it's, no, just Dark Light Systems, something like that. And I'm going to use those to light the tombstones in probably red, green, and blue. Yeah, so okay, that's where I'm at with that. Okay, the other thing real quick. Okay, you guys know that I want to do moss on the tombstones, right? And for those of you who have been following me since the West Coast Haunters Convention, you knew that I took a bunch of this moss right here, Halloween decorative moss. Even though around here I could probably have found some of this and dried it, because this is the same crap that grows abundantly in my yard. I could have found that and done the same thing. I took it and I used the blender to blend it up into this fine mixture. That's what I used on the Beetlejuice costume for West Coast Haunters Convention. So I was thinking to myself, okay, I don't have any play sand, because you guys know that I found the link the other day to make moss and lichens. I don't have any play sand, so why can't, and I'm not sure if this is going to work, but why can't I take that moss and mix it up with the paints, with the acrylic paints, and use that? It'll have, hopefully, the same texture. My problem is it rains so much here, and I've already got so much moss in my yard. Even though this moss is dead, if it gets in the yard, I will have even more moss. And moss just pasted on a tombstone, not really too realistic. So that's what I am going to do. I want to try this out real quick and see if it works. Okay, so from the other day, I've got all these different colors right here, going from yellow to black, dark green, kind of like a leaf green, to burnt sienna, which is kind of like a brown. If you take a look at the color of this, I'm going to try and match the color. Doesn't that look like a disgusting mess? I definitely want it runnier so it's easier to paint on, but even at this point I could probably take this and, you know, mush it onto it, and because it's acrylic paint, pretty sure it'll stick. The other awesome thing is while I was mixing colors, you see like you still got, you know, some of the browns in there. It still looked like moss, even though this is slightly greener than what I have. Majority was yellow and brown with a touch of green that I mixed in there. So I want to try and get it a little runnier and see what happens. It's a little bit runnier, and I don't want to waste a lot of paint on this test, but even with the colors that are in there right now, I mean, you still have a lot of color variation. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to basically stick it on here. And see what happens. Now I'm thinking that it might need to be a little runnier. Just so that it sticks and it stays. But for the most part, and I'll test this tomorrow, but for the most part, I don't think it looks bloody half bad. And it's just the question is will it stay? And I'm trying not to push it down too much. I mean, there is texture there still. You can see how it rises up above. So again, it's like, well, why don't you just use the other method, or why don't you just paint it on? Because I want realism, and this is something that I had hanging around. I had the moss, I didn't have the sand, but quite honestly, I'm kind of liking that. Ha! Get it? Liking. Ha! Wow. Hopefully in the camera it comes out okay, because through the camera screen it looks like a baby puked on it. But anyway, we'll see how this turns out. If it works, then who knows? I might have found a new way to do moss on props. But we'll find out. I'll let you guys know tomorrow. Other than that, subscriber shout out time. Okay, so maybe I lied. Hold on, kind of like take two, but not really. I wanted to make sure that it stuck and that it got paint, basically adhesive is what it's going to end up being, all the way down on the piece. So what I did is I actually took I'm using a plastic spoon. That's what I had available. So, you know, us hunters, we do what we do, right? We use we're very resourceful. So anyway, I went and basically pushed all of it down so that the paint would come in there. And then I came back through and roughed it up. So now you've got the paint adhesion on the bottom, but now you've also got texture in it that moss would have. So we're going to see tomorrow which one, well, number one, if it even works, and number two, if it adheres well, and which one works best. Because remember, this one here, all I did was just push it down, and that was all I did. This one here, smashed it down, and then went back over and kind of lifted it up and went around it. So, okay, now, subscriber shoutouts, I promise. Thank you for subscribing, The Haunt Bros and Very Useless Words. I appreciate it very much. There's a bunch of stuff I want to say. Oh, okay. Let me say this. A couple different things. And you guys always know when I'm looking over here, I'm like looking at the calendar, right? Okay, yeah, Jack Skellington. Bam. Alright, so the deal for the ShotGlass and the t-shirt and shipping and handling for $20 expires Wednesday at midnight Pacific Standard Time. So get your orders in if you want the deal. The other thing is 99 days till Halloween on the 24th, which also symbolizes the end of the contest. So make sure, if you haven't already, to the 200th subscriber contest vlog 2 days ago, like, favorite, comment. That's 1 point apiece. You have to be a subscriber, remember that. Do a video response, make it fun, make it cheesy, you know, whatever. Post it to that 200th video, or 200th subscriber vlog. I just can't get my words out tonight. And the last thing is, also, post that vlog on Facebook for an additional point. See, if you guys hadn't listened to yesterday's vlog and today's, you wouldn't have known that. So anyway, really coolio stuff going on. I'm out of here, guys. Happy haunting. See you tomorrow. Sit, popcorn, sit. Good girl.